They're trying to stand. Man, you don't need to be trying to stand right now.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to they wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician, more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it and apply it and prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
Hey, mama. What's up, baby? What's up? What I want to say? Uh, what I want to say? Uh, I, 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 what I want to say? 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 Say, say. What my mom was going to say, huh? Baby. That's money because you sleep. Why you trying to act like you trying to fight something? Mm. No, you did. No, you did. Girl, yeah, did you just, yeah, you got a kiss. You got a kiss. You got a kiss. Mm. I didn't want your turn. Hey, you can.
Now I'm finna give y'all another hit. And I just put my drink down.
Oh, you trying to get me? Was her trying to get me? Was her trying to get me? Mm, mm. Was her trying to get me? Mm. They need to see what she said. Or sit there and do something for it. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Mm.
Unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'm a get money type of. If you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite it. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These, I come through and it be crickets. I come through and moves be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these
Yeah,
these
so I
free
try to
shoes.
say
We
it,
going
but I
dirt on my
can't
name
get
and
it
you know
out.
who still
Yeah,
know
I
who to
try to
play
say it,
with.
but I
Any
can't get it
know who
out.
to play with.
Shit, he better have his teeth. If he ain't got his teeth, he ass up. Man, tell my niggas slide and go slide through. Okay.
Y'all can never phase us. 2024. Yeah, the swamp.
You know we got price at 5:30. I ain't just say what we want.
Two in, two back
Oh, you
ends,
must want to get out there.
window,
You have been said
look
so.
up,
You must want to get out
I'm
the
flying,
house.
y'all
That's
free now, see now,
I had to get out today, nigga. I couldn't
easy
sit
now,
here no more. I was
crazy,
tired. That's
I'm
what it
feeling
is.
easy
Fuck
now,
that. You about to get
bitch
up in this
down,
stroke or something, girl. I
big
said, we
deals,
ain't going to nobody's house
I know
anyway, but
one,
nigga,
that's
I
a
need
big
some
one,
air, bro. I've
6
been
mil,
Some nigga off his
skin
cardiac
swimming like
called
V1,
asked me where
like
I'm at. I
what,
said, I'm
got
at work.
16 ounce of the flight
He
out,
said, where the
only
baby?
got
I said,
time
at
for a
home.
night
He said,
out,
be at
so
home
show
today.
me what you
He said,
want,
oh, she said, well, I thought you was the baby. I said,
we
well, I said,
ain't
she
getting
with her mama. He said, oh, I
so
thought
show
you was
me
with the
what
baby
you
because Shabaya looked like Shabaya at home. Shit, hell no, we was at home. We was in the car though. We was proud of my but fuck, nigga, I had to get out. I need some fucking air. Wow, fuck. I need to take this out. I feel like I'm in jail, nigga. This prison. House prison. I put it on my phone. Fuck that. Yeah, nobody. She ain't seeing nobody. That nigga tap out. Fuck that shit. That nigga get no attention. That's my little baby. We'll be alright. Didn't even get that shit yet, but we will be really going.
went through. J. Cole said his muse and mules, but I'm the king and adjusted all. Really wanna wipe me down. I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while on Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm hurt. She's 6'2", dark skin with purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying little search. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta catch my flight.
Much as you got the skins and the test skins for one fucking night, that's how much it is. No, it's the right version. Hey, what the fuck? That's like breaking some rules. You just got contact. Oh, that ain't true, is it? Or did you fall?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin with Purdy. Throwing the out route, Ayuk has it. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll stay on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll send a tight end in motion. A tight end in motion now. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they... Try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They've turned it over on down.
Relying on your kicker to throw the ball in an actual NFL game is certainly one choice, and that play from the jump just didn't seem like it had much of a chance. I mean, next time your kicker comes out there, just let him do his job and kick it.
First and 10.
Hey, check that. Ready?
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. They'll go again with Benson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Here's a third down and 4.
Trap 60. Ready? Go.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Ready? Warrior 70. 19 right.
Purdy on first down. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. A pickup there of 28 yards.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Throw left side complete to Pearsall. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now a give on the ground. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Cardinals line up for a punt as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. They'll turn and hand this one off. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll stick with him again.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Third down, 3 to go. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing fourth down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Purdy to throw for it on fourth down. That's taken in. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. We are through one. The Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Niners 14, Cardinals nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Third and short, and it's Daniels.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On comes the punter now. And he'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. This is taken at his own 30. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. On 1st and 10, 30. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Strong. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Off the play fake, Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. Kyle Shanahan now will turn to his field goal unit. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners stake themselves to a 17-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll throw with Daniels. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Ready, set.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Set.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Ready, break.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Set. Set, go.
Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw and brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will start on the ground, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. He's inside the 30. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it 1st and goal inside the 5. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 61 yards. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
Ready. 70, Timberwolf. Seven Pirates. Go.
Throwing is Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Ready up.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing now, Daniels. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. To throw is Daniels. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
At their own 13-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Glendale after this. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Throwing again is Purdy. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Daniels. That's caught downfield by McBride. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for two.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Now Daniels. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for two. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So Kittle comes in motion. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. That is hard. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Cardinals have got it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Benson. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Daniels now going to look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little bit further before they head to the locker room. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. So, halftime here. It's the visitors, the 49ers, who are on top as we send you to Orlando. Gonna check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt. And although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
A give. Here's Benson. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
That's fielded at the 7. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the 49ers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
First and 10 for Purdy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Niners first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst.
And he's in. Touchdown, 49ers. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the 49ers are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard.
Let's go now.
On the handoff, this is Benson. Inside the 30. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's first and goal. It is a big gain for Arizona. 52 yards. They'll go big. 3 tight ends in the formation for first and goal. Here's a run. A short gain. Down to the 7. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Ready.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal.
Come on. Set.
They'll throw out of the gun. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, San Francisco. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Let's go. Not below 18. Go.
On first down, Daniels. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
A run with Benson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On second down, it's Daniels. That's caught downfield by Harrison. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, and then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing line. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Purdy going to put it up again. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter.
Niners 45, Cardinals 20.
Second and 7.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Go. Go.
Daniels now on 1st down. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerability.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Arizona. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. They'll run with Benson. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Big hole to the 30. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
A run on 1st and goal. And he will score again. Touchdown, 49ers. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Let's go now. Check go.
3rd and a yard, it's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Now a give on the ground. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Play action, here's Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal.
65 cat, 65 cat.
Purdy to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
On the set.
Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hut, hut.
Purdy works out of the pistol. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The extra point is good. And the 49ers add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Here's Daniels. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Shut up. Check go.
On play action, Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Now, for the point after. It's up and good. And the 49ers stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Ready, ready!
They'll run here with Benson. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Okay, break!
Here's a 2nd and 9.
19 tight, 19. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniel. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
To the ground, a 1st down run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath draft.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
The Niners send their field goal unit on the field. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Now give up the middle, it's Benson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby.